Well, we're leaving tomorrow for the mountains. We're going to be gone for 4 or 5 days. And as usual, I'm bringing my e-bike along because I love to ride it up there. But when we get there, it's so covered in dust from riding on the back of the trailer that it takes me a long time to clean it up just to make it, so I even want to be around it. Because there's dust in every nook and cranny, and you get the chain all nice and clean and lubed, and the chain is all caked in dust from riding on the back of the trailer. First of all, check out the new rack I got. I went down to Harbor Freight and bought this one. This is a ramp that'll go on either side, so you can drive the bike up and drive it down. My other rack was a double one, and Linda doesn't ride anymore, so I just needed a single one. Really good deal, even not on sale at Harbor Freight. This was 170 bucks, and it'll handle up to 400 pounds. It's a motorcycle rack. Of course, I cover the bike. I got a really nice cover from Magicycle, and it fits perfectly and comes on down. But when you're going down the dirt road and the dust is billowing behind your outfit, whether it's on the back of your van or your motorhome or your trailer like mine is, that dust comes up underneath the cover. It's almost worse with the cover on than it is with the cover off. But I got a little experiment I'm going to try today, and I'm going to show it to you and take you along with me while we try this out. It may not work. It may be too much trouble, but we're going to find out by the time we get to our camp tomorrow whether this works or not. Well, basically I'm going to envelope it in a tarp from the bottom and then the cover over the top. And this has to be easy to do, or frankly, it isn't going to be done at all. So I know I'm going to have to play with it just a little bit at first here. Well, it's not beautiful, but I think it's going to work. Now I got to tie it down and then put the cover over the top. Well, okay, I did this, but I don't like it at all. You see, I put the straps on the outside of the cover because when I put them on the inside of the cover attached to the actual bike, these straps were underneath and they held this open on the bottom, so all the dust was just going to go up inside, and I hadn't accomplished anything. Now I've got serious doubts as to whether or not this is going to work, but I guess the proof will be tomorrow when we get up to our campsite. And listen, I am totally open for suggestions on things you do to keep the dust off your motorcycle or your bicycle or your e-bike, whatever you've got. I'd love to hear it. Because it's not fun getting up there and having, go down 10 or 15 or 20 miles of dirt and then go back and look at what you're carrying back here and find it just covered. So, hey, let me know. And anyways, we'll check this out tomorrow. Well, it's time to get the bike out from underneath this bike cover. It's pretty covered in dust from getting it in here. It was only about 10 miles of dirt road coming in. I really don't like the way it's tied down, you guys, being on top of this bike cover like this. And it's just not right. But if this worked, wrapping it up the way I did, then I'll figure something out. Well, for the most part, it worked. There's just a little dust kind of up in this part right here. Everything else stayed spotlessly clean, just like it came out of my garage anyway. Just a little dust, hardly anything. I'm not sure it was worth all the trouble, But let me tell you, if you could see what this bike looks like when I don't do this, you'd understand. I mean, imagine having to clean all in the spokes and all the brakes and everything, and having to wipe everything down. So I guess it worked, but it took me a little time to wrap it like that. But it's a lot better than it was. Well, I'm sure you guys get the idea, and I'm also sure that you guys have your own ideas that are way better than mine on doing this. But it worked, and I'll be modifying it in the future. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you around. Now I'm going to get to installing hydraulic brakes on this thing. I think it's going to be better.